K-pop suddenly getting a little spicy, but is ex-Sserafim member Garam coming back? SM accused of doing some weird editing, the whole I-dle situation, I-dle's comeback, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, of course, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have, of course. Without further ado, let's get into today's news. Are we seeing a double standard in K-pop right now? Because I'm sure you guys have all seen the Seulgi and Irene kind of spicy teaser pictures for their comeback tilt. I mean, we went through these pictures previously, right? And I was like, whoa, K-pop shocking. But what we didn't see was this Oyster picture. Now, I guess you can kind of understand the innuendo here that some people were disgusted by, paired with all these pictures as well. Here are some comments. Female idols get lots of already. What's up with those images? They've lost it. Stop making female idols do such concepts. Oysters really do look like it, so it's kind of disgusting. The oyster is really so outrightly provocative. The overall aesthetic isn't bad, but it's disgusting to think about how it's meant as a reference to female genitalia looks cheap. And from there, it seems that SM removed the oyster pics across their social media. The classiest oyster I ever saw, you will be missed. Revolve's coming online right now, finding out they got rid of the oyster pic. So that in and of itself was a whole thing. And then fast forward to Enhypen releasing teaser pictures featuring kind of a similar theme. So let's take a look at the photos. So here's one of the pictures. Of course, he has, is that latex? And cuffs. Whatever the heck this is. Rope. More cuffs. Oh, I wish I could have seen Enha's faces when they arrived at the photo shoot and saw the props on the prop table. So some fans think there's a bit of a double standard here. Enha doing literal BDSM, but also can have a F-ass oyster. Whole ass BDSM concept, God, I hate men. So an oyster is inappropriate, but this is acceptable. I don't give an F about Enhypen. I'm just sad because the double standards in K-pop is crazy. RV had to remove an oyster because it's too sexual and uncomfortable. I said, what the hell? Seulgi, Irene, Irene Seulgi, I get it now, are 30 plus, but when a boy group does it, it's hot and sexy. Why do people hate women this much? I don't get it. Someone in the comments mentioning how Enhypen received backlash for dancing with female dancers. We all remember that bite me thing, don't we? But let me know what you think of this situation. You're never gonna guess who just opened their own Instagram account. Ex-Sserafim member Garam. Now, long story short, she actually debuted with Sserafim before having to leave the group due to bullying allegations. It's kind of a touchy sore subject if you ask anybody, because, you know, on one hand, some fans of the group are like, no, we need to, you know, move on from this. She's no longer part of the group. We need to stop bringing her up. While others are like, no, she was robbed of her dream. Like, we can't just let this go. So 3 years later, she opened her own Instagram account and it's called Garam Only. She has 635,000 followers already. And here's the first picture that she posted. So people are just wondering, where is this gonna go from here? Is she going to have a solo debut? Is she coming back to the entertainment industry? But then this former island survival show contestant commented on her post. Daniel, he basically just said hi, and he's receiving backlash for this. I don't know the story. I don't know the story. I know he was a survival show contestant on Island to, you know, create Enhypen. That's all I know. But here's some comments. The jobless and the jobless are coming together. That's my Roblox avatar. He always seeking attention. Co-retweets are going too far. Like, he and Garam trained under the same company, so they may know each other. And all he did was say hi. It's not that deep, I swear to God. I feel like, you know, when you're at a friend's house and their parents start giving them crap and you're just sat there like awkwardly like, what? This is how I feel experiencing this beef. I'm like, what happened? Should I not be here? You don't like a simple idea of people being friends and you expect idols to interact more with each other. These two are not even idols, mind you. I'm sure they've known each other for years, probably were trainees around the same time. Oh, I see. So he was criticized for what he said about the show previously. I mean, might as well look into this beef while we're here. Oh my God, wait. So, because he tweeted Island. So there you have it. But I want to ask you, what do you think Garam is going to do? Do you think there is a potential for, I was going to say a comeback, a solo debut? Because it reminds me a lot of Sujin. I mean, literally not for the reasons you're thinking it reminds me of Sujin, though that too. But it took her, what, 3 years to make a solo debut? 3 years for Garam to come back to Instagram. And I don't think that's a random number by any means. And this is just speculating. We're just chatting right now. I fully believe that once you're kicked out of the group, the company is like, you're not allowed to do anything for a set amount of time. You can't do anything that would interfere with the current group that we have. So I feel like 3 years. Didn't Jinny as well take like a year or so? I need to look this up. When did Jinny Lee mix. December 2022. December 9th, 2022. When did Jinny solo debut? October 11th, 2023. So about a year later, right? I don't know. Something was different about Jinny, though, you have to admit. But for Sujin and now Garam, it's like a 3-year thing, right? I fully believe. This is just my speculation, my idea of what is going on. I mean, it's probably common knowledge that like once you leave your group or you leave your company or you're kicked out of your company, the company fully can control whether or not you're allowed to promote. First, I'm sure it's in a contract of sorts where it's like, okay, you got 3 years where you can't do anything because it would interfere with our current group. Does that make any sense? Let me know. Speaking of SM Entertainment and their need to edit things or simply remove them, this is more an alleged edit. There's these photo cards of aespa's Giselle. Let me show you. Look at her in this, vest. The vest is of importance. Keep that in mind. It seems that in a fan call, she showed one of the original photos that she took. And we can see there's a little bit of a difference, maybe. Would you agree there's a bit of a difference here? I mean, maybe you could tell with Modesty Kevin where we're going here. So some people believe that SM Entertainment like edited out her cleavage in the official photo cards in comparison to the pictures that she took that day. Let's look at some responses because I have some thoughts too. We used to be a proper country before and after, I guess. Editing out cleavage is crazy move. Like, God forbid a woman has boobs. Not gonna lie, what's wrong with an adult taking a normal ass selfie? Like, I think she just moved the shirt up. Let's think for a second, guys. I mean, of course, let me know if you think SM actually edited her chest, or if you think she took some pictures on her own for funsies. I mean, I have a hard time believing, and don't get me wrong, I totally understand that it's just a body part. We know K-pop better than that. Do you remember how scandalous it was when Ning Ning wore a bra, just a bra underneath like a see-through shirt? And it wasn't even like that see-through. It was still very, very scandalous. We have an understanding of how K-pop is and how like, cleavage, you're definitely not going to see cleavage a whole lot. I mean, even when you see like a bikini top on an idol, there's like a black tank top underneath, safety shorts. We definitely know how K-pop is. Now, my theory is she just took the photos personally for her, knowing that SM would never allow her cleavage in the photos. And then she took the other photos at a different angle. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? That's my theory. You let me know what you think. I-dle had their comeback, their first comeback as I-dle, as their rebrand. So, I mean, let's check it out. I'm actually going to do a music video reaction for channel members, and then we can see what people are saying and share our thoughts. Wow. I-dle's Good Thing is straight out of second gen. As soon as I heard that auto-tune, I was like, it really reminded me of 21. And just as the song kept playing, I swear, it's just so retro. A lot of people said they were bringing back second gen with the styling. I highly disagree. To me, the styling is not very second gen at all. But the sound, straight out of 2009. I swear, oh my God. Like a mix of Tiara, 4 Minute, 21. That's what I'm getting out of Good Thing. So let me know what you thought of the song as well. So those are my thoughts. Let's see what the internet is saying. Some of the internet. I miss when K-pop wasn't repeating the same English word 10 times over a noisy beat and calling a chorus. I feel like they release the same song every comeback. The song is too addictive. I'm sure it's going to play everywhere. Oh, God, I-dle, you did it again. You will never find I-dle lacking. Like, you can say whatever you want, but they always try their best to bring something new. And it's so funny that so many groups are like this in real life. I think they're referring to like them pretending to be friendly and then fighting. I-dle really brought the fun back in K-pop, and I would say this even if I weren't their fan. They brought back second gen to K-pop, literally. Oh my God. This is 6th gen K-pop. I predicted that 6th gen K-pop would be a 2nd gen resurgence. I-dle invented 6th gen K-pop. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's take a minute to talk about Junhwan from I-did, a group that hasn't even debuted yet, but whose member is faced with a lot of allegations. So we will be talking about more sensitive topics. Of course, if you're not up to it, feel free to catch me in another video. But essentially, this is Starship Entertainment's new boy group. It seems they were formed through a show, and the allegations have to do with member Junhwan. A former classmate has come forward to say that he was incredibly misogynistic, that he created deepfakes, and so on and so forth. Posting this picture is evidence that they went to the same school together. Park Junhwan over here. So let's take a look at these allegations. At first, he wasn't particularly talented, nor did he have a large fan base. Seeing that he was selected as a director's pick, it's highly possible that his family background had an influence. Since middle school, he often talked about his parents' connections and even said that he knew directors of small and mid-sized entertainment agencies. So I thought he would end up going in that direction, but it was suspicious when he joined Starship. In middle school, he used to evaluate girls' appearances like it was an everyday thing, and I remember he also talked behind the backs of students from other schools a lot. I was a victim too. The story about the soccer club, it wasn't an official soccer team at our middle school, it was just a gathering of kids who liked soccer or something like that, but in that group, they also photoshopped girls' faces together and talked a lot about their looks, and he was with them in those situations too. They mostly did that in group chats. Honestly, if Park Junhwan had been planning to work in entertainment from the start, his friends would have known and caught on. OP continues to say that there were rumors that Junhwan slept around with girls. Even during live broadcasts when he was doing modeling activities, they brought out middle school yearbooks and judged girls' appearances, and the person broadcasting with him even told him, "You're going to be celebrity, so watch what you say," but he didn't care and kept talking anyways. Up until then, he didn't seem like someone who was dreaming of becoming an idol, so the fact that he suddenly debuted made people suspicious, and among former classmates, he's been getting cursed at a lot and criticized heavily. So OP is basically saying that a lot of people who want to become idols don't even date. You know, they prepare their pre-debut life as best as they can to then become idols, and this doesn't seem to be the case for Junhwan, who dated a lot. He wasn't someone who had planned to become an idol from the start. He just acted cocky because he did some music here and there. Honestly, it makes you wonder how someone like that even became an idol, but when I heard he was a director's pick, I thought, oh, that explains it. If he was planning to work in the entertainment industry, he should have lived quietly. But even in high school, he did live broadcasts where he pulled out the middle school graduation album and judged the looks of girls one by one. Of course, the boys around him just kept babying him, saying, "Our Junhwan, our Junhwan." His ego was huge back then, so he just got drunk on that attention and lived like that. So from there, it seems that his alleged classmates came together in a group chat and were discussing him, basically saying like he was actually quite famous for his misogyny. So here are the chats, with classmate 1 saying, "I dated Park Junhwan for a little while. Are you an old classmate? Check yes to mark it with a check. Then I dated another person. I think Junhwan was talking about me with that boy behind my back. A terrible man. LOL, super terrible man. He's been having since he was in the 7th grade. Send the screenshots again." To be honest, everyone knows this, especially if you attended the same middle school. Seriously, there's no one who doesn't know. Classmate number 3, he was known for it. Classmate number 4, and now he wants to be an idol. He's so gross and obsessed with women. Honestly, it wasn't just one girl. He slept with so many different ones. Wow. And he told everyone about it. Person, remove me. I'm not a classmate, please. Classmate number 6, horny bastard. He was basically a celebrity. LOL, please screenshot this. He's honestly a legend, and now he's becoming an idol. They then tell a story about how he was caught at school having sex with his girlfriend. During class, Junhwan and his girlfriend were caught having sex on the gym stairs. He talked about it on a live stream later. In middle school, he had sex with his girlfriend and told his friend about it. He didn't use protection, and the girl was worried about it and asking, "What if I get pregnant?" LOL. They dated so loudly that everyone in Gwangju probably knew about it. They didn't hold back with their affection, even in the bathroom of the academy. Done. The girl told Junhwan to use protection, but he just did it without it. This photo was provided, allegedly him with his ex-girlfriend. And then we have more screenshots of him allegedly expressing misogynistic thoughts. Whoa, whoa, the pants. Can't be seen clearly. Junhwan, loose friend, question mark, are you insane? Some more messages. Junhwan, you're such a fat LOL. Is this why Redacted left you? Want to have sex with me? Photo. Look at yourself, LMAO. You're so fat. I've got a lot of money, LOL. You want something? Plastic surgery? A nose job? The person responding, question mark. What do you want from me? Why won't you leave me alone? Junhwan, I wish you were. If you expose the N incident, you're seriously effed. Person, yeah, LOL, are you scared? So with all of these allegations out, fans are actually planning funeral wreaths for him. Now, we've seen this in the past. Rather than sending protest checks outside of a company, fans started to send funeral wreaths. Originally, wreaths are used for memorial purposes, but these wreaths do not contain any such meaning and are intended to receive answers from Starship Entertainment. So please don't misunderstand. Wreaths are a medium that convey the purpose of Park Junhwan's withdrawal and the disclosure of transparent scores by the board of directors, like posters, who have no other other meaning. So as of now, Starship has not released any statements regarding this. So of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments about this entire situation. We're gonna end off with Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. So last time we talked about Kiss of Life was that they were pulling out of KCON, and KCON USA basically said this was a mutual decision between S2 Entertainment and KCON. Now, they never necessarily said why Kiss of Life was pulling out of KCON, but it was pretty clear to fans that it was due to their live stream incident that a lot of people were saying was offensive and racist. So following the backlash of that, it was announced that Julie of Kiss of Life would be featuring on Irene Seulgi's album on one of the songs, with SM basically confirming, first up, the track What's Your Problem from the new album is a modern reinterpretation of the 90s hip-hop and R&B sounds. It delivers a cool attitude and confidence in not being swayed by people who judge you based on their own standards. The refreshing vocals of Irene and Seulgi shine through, and Kiss of Life member Julie adds to the synergy with her rap feature. So What's Your Problem featuring Julie, which is of course leading to continued backlash. Here are some responses. We won't be streaming number 2. Should have gotten Irene's bestie and Seulgi's girlfriend Jenny. If you can remove the Oyster, can you also not remove the Kiss of Life feature at RVSM Town? Was Joy not available or something? Julie feat on an aespa album is insanity. Get her off the album at SM Town Global. This is also ahead of their comeback that they recently announced that will be on June 9th. So of course, as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. So it seems that actor I-dle is receiving backlash for alluding to his relationship with aespa's Karina. Now, if you guys didn't remember, it had been revealed that the two were dating, and then Karina received so much backlash and they ended up breaking up. So he did an interview with Export News where he was discussing his latest projects. So let me share with you what he said. So I-dle made headlines in February last year for his relationship with aespa's Karina. At the time, he was filming The Impossible Heir. When asked whether the dating news affected his work, he answered, "It wasn't hard to stay focused because of the relationship. But if I go into too much detail, it might get personal." Fans weren't happy about this. He keeps allowing questions about it, still milking the clout he got from that whole mess, while Karina has moved on completely, even spent weeks fighting against the baseless rumors, tells you everything you need to know about the reasons behind it all. Did her name not give him enough attention already? It's been more than a year now, and if this shows anything, it's that he didn't care about anything other than money and a good image. Just unprofessional and disgusting no matter how I look at it. It seems that Minnie from I-dle revealed that Lisa called her when Mion left YG Entertainment and joined Cube, basically asking her to take care of her. I got a call from Lisa when Mion joined Cube. Really? Yes, she said, "Minnie, my friend is going to your company, so please look after her." Really? I didn't know that, but Minnie really did take care of me. I was so touched. For tours, we have Highlight, who announced their 2025 Asia tour, Ride or Die. So here we have the stops. P1 Harmony for P1U Stage H, Most Wanted. Here are the stops. In our little comeback corner, we have SHINee are having a comeback with Poet Artist, which is the same name of Junghyun's final solo album that was released posthumously. So fans are quite touched by this. As we can see here, Poet Artist, showing the similarities here. And Twice are teasing something as well. I don't know if you saw this teaser video where they all have black hair and wearing more or less the same outfit. But yeah, I reckon that's basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, no, we don't have a K-pop song of the day. I've been watching a lot of movies. If you guys want to follow me on Letterboxd, I've been watching so many movies. I want my Letterboxd to look so cool and so full. So I've been watching so many movies. What did I watch last night? Blue Velvet, which I didn't get it, I'll be honest. I didn't really get it. But I also watched, oh my god, why is it so bright? I also watched Free Willy. Anyways, go follow me on Letterboxd. But yes, I reckon that's basically it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.